Hi there, it's Tim with Far North Magic. Today I just wanted to look at the release schedule for Magic the Gathering. So we're going to look at what the rest of this year is, next year, and the little bit of info that they did for 2025, and see what's in store. So we got what looks like a full schedule, but I almost think that they'll be dumping some more stuff in just because even if they reorganize this a little bit, there's still going to be some holes in the lineup. So, looking at Wilds of Eldraine coming up next, it's going to be interesting to see, did they juice the set or did they leave some of that for the like Tales of Enchanted Tales, where people are going to buy it for the enchantment bonus sheet slot, because I think like that's going to be a thing. Like it could be the set's kind of a little weaker, but then they got like the high powered card, like some high powered cards in that bonus sheet. And it does seem like a lot of people are more excited for Wilds than Commander Masters. Partly because it should be close to a regular price set. I know it seemed like a couple stores have crept up the price again a little bit, but maybe that's just because I'm in Canada and the exchange rate's worse again, or whatnot. So we also have Doctor Who coming out in October. I'm going to be interested to see how the collector box does for that. Um, just because it sounded like there was like a lot of rares in the box. Like I think it was like 7 to 14. I'm like, oh no, these aren't going to be worth anything. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how that goes, I guess. After that, there is that second batch of Lord of the Rings, so the collectors with different art, I guess, but no numbered cards. So I wonder what chase type of thing they're going to put in that set that's going to get people excited to pay the crazy price. Like when I looked at it, it was like one store was trying to get like almost 500 Canadian again, so that would been like what 375 or something, like American. I don't know. It just seems too crazy priced. Like I might just pass on that. Like I was thinking of getting a box, but to open and a box for the shelf, but like I might just wait to see if it gets um, discounted at like Black Friday. um, then we have or at Christmas, I guess. After that, we got Lost Caverns of Ixalan. They're doing a Jurassic World crossover with it. They're doing a couple secret layers. Um, they're doing some unique cards, kind of like how they did the Transformers. I think this will do better because it won't seem as out of place. Um, I do suggest waiting on the cards just because if they're dropped at the same rate as the Transformers, they're not going to be too terribly expensive. Um, and the Transformers cards started out all too crazy. Like they're all just a couple $2 now. It seems, except for like the Shattered Glass and the Shattered Foils, but they've all come down quite a lot. Um, Next up is Ravnica Remastered. I think this set really is a year too soon, in a way. They should have had Ravnica remastered in 2025, celebrate 20 years of Ravnica. But then I also just wonder what is going to be in it, because like Shocklands aren't. They are a bit pricey on the Shockland cycle. I think some of them are getting close to like $15-$20. But is that going to be enough to carry a remastered set? Like, sure, retro borders, but like, are those gonna like? And I guess it is with the original Shockland art, at least for the Hollow Fountain. I don't know. Are they gonna print all the different Shockland arts and then reprint and print them all in retro border? Like, maybe that would be a thing. But then you're printing so many Shocklands that like, is a Shockland gonna be $10 even? And then like, how is that gonna hold up the box? I guess you also have like Cyclonic Rift, but that's in Double Masters and Commander Masters, I mean, and that's got kind of hammered down. Are you putting Doubling Season in for a third time in a row almost? Because like Commander Masters, Enchanted Tales, Ravnica Remastered, like Doubling Season's a good buy if you think it's not getting hit again a bunch of times, but I think I'd wait. You'll know in like 3 or 4 months. Like, oh, okay, well, I know if I should buy Doubling Season or not. Or I guess if you like the Goose art, or you like, that would make sense. But I don't know. I think it's just too risky to buy Doubling Season, even at this lower price. Beyond that, like, I don't know what else that's too terribly exciting in Ravnica total. Like there just really isn't anything else that's like. I guess there's like cards from War of the Spark, like the Lily, that's worth a little bit, but like, I don't know of enough stuff to carry a set. Murders at Karloff Manor is a murder mystery set, but not in Ravnica, but not leaning 100% on the guilds, which is going to be interesting to see how people like this, because like anything themed Ravnica has always been guilds, and definitely could be interesting. They're doing a Clue, Ravnica Clue edition. I'll probably just stay away from this. A lot of the board game products, not that they all go to shit, but they kind of don't hold up well at the like they're priced at a price, they kind of get discounted, and then like they might do better, or they just get toileted. So I guess we'll just have to see what interesting things they put in it to make it worth buying. After that, pretty sure the Fallout set comes out in between the Karloff Manor and Thunder Junction. The Fallout Universes Beyond set is going to be a set of commander decks, so I think that could do quite well. I don't know a whole lot about Fallout, but definitely I've been kind of a fan of the commander decks for Universes Beyond, just because you can like have it as a self-contained thing and then like interact with commander and just piece stuff out. So it's not terribly bad. And generally, they haven't priced the decks too crazy. Like, they've priced them like $10 to $15. At least in Canada, it's like $10 to $20 more than like a normal deck. Which is still, like, it still adds up, which is annoying, but definitely not like Commander Masters annoying, where the decks are $100 and something a deck, at least in Canada. So, like, it's just seems rough for those. Next up is the Western themed set that has been rumored for a while, Outlaws of Thunder Junction. So it's a set that's featuring a lot of villains, and I think it will be interesting to see the progression of the villains along the story arc and see where that goes. Then we have Modern Horizons 3. Or was it Assassins? Yeah, Modern Horizons 3. This is going to be interesting. They're apparently going to lean into double face cards and some planeswalkers. Hopefully the planeswalkers don't suck, because like the planeswalkers in Modern Horizons 2 kind of sucked. It'll be interesting to see if they put the allied fetches in here. It'll be interesting if they reprint the pitch elementals, kind of like how they did with like a bunch of Horizons 1 cards in Horizons 2. Do they reprint a bunch of Horizons 2 cards in Horizons 3? Does Ragavan get hit again? I don't know. It's kind of scary for that. Just like with the way they like hit Urza, I don't know. Like, I don't think anything's safe. Then we got an Assassin's Creed booster product. It's not draftable. I don't really understand how that's gonna go. It's like a Universes Beyond booster, but I think it's gonna really depend on, do they cut down the number of cards by a lot, and what's the price? Because if it ends up being like a Aftermath, it's going to be a disaster, I think, in a way. Like, I don't know. I don't think them tinkering with like how many cards in the pack or how many is a problem. I just think that they gotta like price it a little not crazy. Like, that's the same thing with like a Ravnica remastered. If it's priced the same as Dominaria remastered, I don't think it will do well. I think it will just do terrible. And that's, I think, part of the problem. Like, I almost am afraid of Horizons 3, just because, like, do they juice that price? I'm almost surprised they're not, like, doing something crazy like putting commander decks in Horizons 3. Then we got Bloomborough. It's a set with no humans and a bunch of animals. So squirrels, frogs, rabbits. It looks like there's one of the pieces of art has like a mouse and like a big like wolf looking creature. I think that could be interesting. There is some love for some of these tribes. Maybe there'll be some cool cards that help build some decks that like build up some decks, or maybe they'll do some commander decks that will. Maybe they'll do a squirrel commander deck and it'll be super popular. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see. Like, I could see them doing a rat commander deck because there'd be kind of enough rats, and then they do some new ones. But I guess we'll just have to see. We got Duskmoor, Haunted House of Horror. That's the fourth like regular standard kind of release. Modern horror theme, not the like Innistrad Gothic horror theme. So it takes place in a haunted mansion. So definitely be interesting to see a new take on horror. And then they got Innistrad Remastered right after that. So hitting us with the horror theme again. I'm kind of not sure about this for Innistrad Remastered. And it will probably come down to price again. Like, you have some cool cards. Is this where they reprint Parallel Lives finally? You'll have like Lily and Snapcaster and I guess Meathook. But like the Bodyland Innistrad cycle isn't worth a whole lot because they reprinted it so many times. I guess the lands from Hunt and Vow could be in here and worth still something. I'm just not sure where the value is going to be to make it worth opening if it's not just a standard price release. If they made these remaster sets like if they made Ravnica Remastered and Innistrad Remastered like $1 above, or maybe $2 above, like if they made it where it's $20 to draft, I could see that being very, very popular. But if they make it where it's like, well, in Canada, $30 or more to draft, around $30, I don't know. I just don't see it being gonna work. And like, I don't know how collector boxes are gonna, if they do collector boxes for these, I just don't know how, like if they're anything like Dominaria Remastered pricing, I just don't see them working out, at least not in Canada. Because like Dominaria Remastered was like $400 and something before tax, so like almost $500 with the tax. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, like unless they do like numbered, like if they do numbered Chalklands and Ravnica Remastered and numbered Lily and numbered Snap and numbered stuff or something. But like, I don't even see numbered stuff. Like, numbered stuff has to have like a unique art or something to distinguish you being like a person to flex. If it's just like a texture that you can't see in a sleeve that well, or just a small printed on number, like I just don't see it being a big enough like thing to matter. But maybe I'm just stupid. Then we got Codename Tennis. So this is the Death Race set. So it would be interesting to see how this pans out. Ultimate is going back to Tarkir. It would be definitely interesting to see like, I think going back to some of these places like Tarkir as a one set is almost better than a block, because like you have dragons, you can kind of like really focus on that and you don't have to space it all out. But I kind of miss a lot of the block for storyline, just because like when you're bouncing around so much, like I just don't have it tied together is the best for me. And then volleyball is a space set. So it'd be interesting to see how they do space in a non-Unfinity way. And then we got Returning to Lorwyn, which has had a lot of people asking for that. Although, like, Lorwyn, Morningtide, Shadowmoor, Eventide was kind of down during a bit of a downtime in Magic, but then it was also like the whole like market meltdown of like 2008. So makes some sense that it was down just because of that. But going back to it, it's kind of interesting to see their new take on Lorwyn. I hope it does well like Kamigawa Neon Dynasty did. Then we got Yachting, which is a return to Strixhaven. So will definitely be interesting to see what they have in store for us there. Do we have another Mystical Archive type bonus sheet, or what are they going to do there? And then ziplining is the end of the story arc. So it'll be interesting to see if they have ziplining have the story arc end with a whimper, or if they can actually have it not be looked at as terrible. Because like the War of the Spark and the March of the Machine, they had really good build up, and then it kind of ended like abruptly. So hopefully they have learned from that they don't have to just kill all the villains off in like very easily, I guess, after building them up to being like very bad and menacing. But I guess we'll just have to see. They have a lot of time to change and fix things for those sets, at least late in the game. Another thing that was missed on that list was they're coming out with a Final Fantasy full set like the Lord of the Rings in 2025. So I find that a bit interesting because it seems like they have till 2025 for Lord of the Rings, and then I guess they're going to jump into Final Fantasy, which at least seems like a IP big enough for a full set. And I guess we'll see if they can catch lightning in a bottle again and have that turn out well. I think it's also got a lot of people excited because some of the artists that do Final Fantasy are really popular, so that will be a big plus for that set. So I guess my question is what are you excited for 2024? Are you buying any of this stuff? Are you excited for any of it? Or are you going to stay away? Just buy singles? Or are you just proxying? Or are you selling out? Because you see like the craziness is still coming. And they're not stopping. I'd like to know. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you take care, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.